It's 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Good evening. I almost put the wrong screen on there. How are we doing? I bet you're doing pretty well if you captain Cristiano Ronaldo. You're probably feeling pretty... What's that there? Is that a wire or something? What's this black thing here? See here? I don't know what that is. It's like in the screen. Okay, we'll just leave that. I'll figure that out another time. It's probably not the most important thing to worry about right now. But yes, if you captain Cristiano Ronaldo, you're probably feeling pretty smug. Or maybe if you captain Bruno Guimaraes, you're probably feeling pretty good as well. Or if you captain Weghorst, you might even be feeling better than a lot of people right now. My team was rubbish. Bruno Fernandes, a blank. I'm happy that Man United scored goals because I assumed that was going to happen. Just a shame that Bruno Fernandes didn't get involved with any of them. I have triple Leicester, 1 point each. Yeah, Leicester are going to be a problem. That's your green screen. Yeah, but hang on. Okay, maybe I moved the green screen by accident. You're right. Maybe a cool addition to have the year the shirt on the wall is related to. Yeah, that could be good. If I can remember. All blanks on my free hit apart from Ronaldo. Yeah, it's been a weird week. Like, I've got 20... In fact, I just bring my team up now. I'm on 17 net positive points. I've just seen a screenshot of someone on 60 odd points on Twitter. It's absolutely crazy. No, this is this week's team. My only return so far is from Weghorst. 8 points. Kulusevski blanked. Wood blanked. Broja blanked. Saka blanked. Fernandes blanked. Dubravka blanked. It's just rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. And I don't think it really is going to get any better. Don't expect Bruno Fernandes to get too much from Liverpool. Saka against Chelsea is tough. Cancelo maybe, but everyone's got him anyway. Rafinha, not on the Legends Wall. Not on the Legends Wall. Watchdog, I took a -8. I'm only on 9 points. It's mad. Schmeichel must be the only Leicester player worth getting. Yeah, I'd say so. Well, like, Maddison's going to play the next game, isn't he? But the rotation's going to... I'm honestly, I'm not looking at getting Leicester players at all apart from Schmeichel. He's the only one. I just think I'm going to... Like, this week, Chelsea players are more of a priority. Next week, they play Spurs. It's right in between the two European games. Then it's double game week. Chances are we're going to have the same problems now as we did... in 36 we're having this week, that most of those players won't play the first game in 36. 37, I might free hit still. And game week 38, is Maddison or Barnes going to be top of my list of players to bring in? Probably not. So I don't think I'm going to go for any Leicester players. The only one that might come in for me is Schmeichel, possibly in game week 36. Any fixture changes after today's results? Only that Chelsea and Man United are doubling this week. Now, in game week 34, that is now confirmed. Man United will play Arsenal and Chelsea. Chelsea will play Man United and West Ham. So, and Man United will blank in game week 37, and Chelsea will only play once against Leicester. Was Bruno over Ronaldo the right captaincy call? No, obviously. Ronaldo's just banged in a hat-trick and Fernandes is blanked. I did think it was quite close, to be honest. I did think it was quite close. Free hit 34. Does it sound like a plan? I don't know. I can't get my head around game. I can't get my head around game week 34 free hit. I get why people are doing it, but is 37 not better? The reason that game week 37 doesn't look great is because the teams that are doubling you wouldn't necessarily want, but then that's kind of the joy of a free hit, right? You can get those players in without having to plan for them the rest of the week. Whereas people are going to free hit this week are going to probably triple on Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea have got double game week, Everton, another double game week. So would you not want those Chelsea players anyway? Maybe a few Man City players who've got good fixtures anyway. Maybe Spurs players who everyone's got anyway. And I don't think there's going to be too many Man United players in the free hit teams, which is would be half the point of free hitting, I guess. I don't know. Like, the free hit teams do look good, but I don't know why I'd want to use it this week. I can't really get my head around why I'd want to use it this week instead of 37, to be honest. I think one thing to also talk about is because Man City lost in the FA Cup, they can actually double in 36 or 37. The only way we were going to get a guaranteed thing from the Man City Liverpool game was if Man City had won, they would have had to have doubled into 36, I think. But because they lost, they can now double in 36 or 37. So I think if Man City end up... I don't know when we're going to find out. Hopefully by the game week 34 deadline, but who knows. If Man City double in 37, then I think free hit is definitely on in 37 because I won't necessarily have the transfers all the time to get 3 Man City players before 36. And because the players in game week 37 that are doubling, like Crystal Palace, Everton, Leicester, of course, as well. You don't necessarily want 11 of those players. So to get 3 Man City players as well would be pretty damn nice. So we have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, this week poor. Oh, excuse me. I don't know who I'm going to captain next week, to be honest. Mason Mount, possibly. If Reece James misses the Arsenal game, there is a full possibility he misses the Arsenal game. If he does, then I might captain Reece James. So we'll see. I don't even know if I'm going to bring Mason Mount in. To be honest, I kind of knew when I bought Fernandes in, I might just have to... Either I'm keeping Fernandes or I'm selling him to Mount and not getting Son back straight away. It feels a bit dodgy because the plan was always to get Son back soon. So if I go against that this week, I can see myself talking myself in to not getting Son back for now. But realistically, for me to get Mount, I've got to sell Rafinha, which I don't mind keeping Rafinha, but if he has to go, he has to go. Or Saka, of course, but I don't really want to get rid of Saka. Mount's gone up in price as well. Some of the price rises this week have been so annoying. But literally, if I want to get Mount, I've got to get a 4.2 million forward, of which there is none. So it's actually pretty tricky for me to now get Mason Mount. Because Weghorst could be sold, Wood could be sold, but I can't really sell either of these two this week because they've got Wolves and Norwich. And look, they're not very good, but because I've only got 3 fit defenders, I can't play 4-5-1. So I'm then in -8 territory, and I don't know if that's worth it. It could be for the double. Possibly. I could sell Weghorst, so like a 4.5, and then upgrade Tierney to Alonso and play 4-5-1, but I'm not sure about it. The other move for me is just to sell Fernandes, which I'm open to doing. Fernandes to Mount, and then either upgrade a defender, so get Rudiger, get Alonso, or maybe even just get Havertz as well. Just sell Rafinha and just go double attack instead of double defence. I mean, Arsenal at home, West Ham at home, Man United away is not like super easy, but it's not bad either. Then Everton, then Wolves and Leeds. The only problem is I just think Chelsea players are going to get rotated in that second game in game week 36, and that's the Leeds game, which is a bit annoying. Because the Leeds game now is just before the FA Cup final, so you'd expect to see some rotation in that game, I think. So I'm not quite sure what to do. And also, if I do this, I don't know how... I could get Son back in a different game week. Maybe I could just go without Son. I don't know. I'm in a tricky position. I don't necessarily need to get an attacker in this week. I think a lot of people are going to go for Mason Mount. Like my other option is just to get Alonso and just sell Broja for a 4.5 million forward and just play 4-5-1 and just bench Weghorst. Possibly what I could do. I don't know. Son is needed. Yeah, maybe. But he's not a priority when there's a double game week on. Thoughts on Spurs players on wildcard 34. CR7 over Kane. I don't know if maybe if you can set it up so you don't need many transfers, you could just have CR7 this week and obviously swap to Kane the week after. I haven't looked at wildcard 34 in like a great detail. I'm going to do a video tomorrow probably. I think Spurs players are still pretty good, to be honest. I wouldn't let yesterday's result completely worry me. I don't know if I'd have 3, but I definitely have Son or Kane, I think. I mean, I would have Son just because of the money thing, to be honest. Loz is sunburnt. That sucks. Hope the rest of you didn't go full lobster, but happy Easter. Happy chocolate egg day. Any chance of a wildcard video for us with bench boost left? Yeah, I forget that people have got different chips left. Yeah, I'll see if I can cover it all tomorrow. I might leave it till Tuesday so I can have a proper think about it. I see. I did not go full lobster today. It was raining in Ireland, at least where I was. Move Saka out. Yeah, I don't really... The thing is, I think Saka's pretty good for the double. I know the fixtures in between aren't great. Chelsea... Sorry, that game's already this week. Man United and then West Ham. But West Ham, are they tiring a little bit because of the Europa League? Maybe. And then Leeds at home in the double is pretty nice. Everton at home to end the season. Saka should have scored this weekend. Just a great save. I don't really want to get rid of Saka, if I'm honest. I don't know. I feel I'm kind of the same with a lot of my midfield. Like Kulusevski, Rafinha, Saka. I'm okay selling, but I also don't really want to go out of my way to sell them either. Bruno's game suffered because of a lack of defensive midfielders. I mean, maybe a bit. I mean, at the end of the day, like Ronaldo did get a bit lucky. Like it's fine to like enjoy the points and also like I mean, I need to see another angle maybe, but the free kick was like almost like right at Krul. I don't get how he didn't save it. And obviously, I think it was Hanley. Was it Hanley? Like what he was doing when Alanga tackled him, I just don't know. I just don't know. Thoughts of ditching Kane for a few game weeks to free up money, then get Son in game week 36. I don't mind it, depending on what the plan for the money is, really. I mean, he did get a bit lucky. Like, it's okay to say there's a bit of luck involved. Just like, you know, I got a Son hat-trick last week. I think he scored from every shot he had. It's a bit lucky. Like, watch that free... I'm going to watch that free kick right now. How has it not been saved? Was it just that powerful? I need to... Oh, no, you can't hear the audio anyway, can you? Let me watch it right now. Also, how good is Pookie? I'm watching it right now. I'm watching it in full screen. I want to see it from the... What's Krul doing? I'm glad it went in. I'm glad I finally seen Ronaldo score a free kick again. I didn't... I don't know, maybe it was just a good free kick. Maybe it was just a good free kick. It felt savable, though. This man's already focused on Game Week 34. What else is there to focus on, you know? Game Week 33 is done. It's about drive, it's about power. Nice. Nice. Honestly, you can't... You're never allowed to say anything negative about Cristiano Ronaldo. The fanboys come out. Pookie's going on my wildcard team. Yeah, Pookie would definitely be a mine as well. Like I said last week, I would have if things had fallen differently, I would have sold Lacazette this week, not last week, and I would have sold into Pookie. Weghorst on the wall if he scores versus Southampton. I think it needs to be something special. It needs to be like a hat-trick or something. Will I be captaining Fernandes over Salah? I probably won't be captaining Fernandes in the end. I'll probably captain a Chelsea player. I don't know. I don't think Salah's a bad captain this week, to be honest. Because obviously Man United and Chelsea's doubles aren't fantastic, right? They're just not that... They're not amazing. I mean, let's see what Liverpool do to United first, I guess. Bruno Guimaraes a good FPL choice? I don't think so, to be honest. No, I'm going to stick to that. I always like to stick to my guns. I'm not as much as the title of the stream is knee-jerk. I'm not knee-jerking. Bruno Guimaraes does not need to be brought in. I mean, he's got a good fixture this week, obviously Norwich, but after that it's rubbish. He's just a bench warmer, I think. He's an enabler. Yeah, but if you eat my hat, then I won't have a hat, so we can't do that. I think, like I said, it's the worst transfer I've done, blank in 7 weeks since I bought him. Has he blanked that much? He got a few assists. Scored a penalty for me at one point. I think Broyer's been pretty poor for me, to be honest, but I guess he's quite cheap. Would free hit 34 be a better option for you if City doubled in 36 instead of 37? I don't think so, to be honest. I just don't see me free hitting this week. I just don't see it. Because I think most of the players I would free hit with, I would want long term, to be honest, or I'd have to probably get double or triple Man United still, even though the fixtures aren't great. And if I was going to go all in on Man United on a free hit, I probably should have just done it this week in 33. So I don't think I want to use it in 34. I don't know. There's a lot of people looking at it, so maybe I've got it wrong. But I don't think it works better for me. But I'll see. I'll have a think this week. I feel you're not knee-jerk enough for a knee-jerk stream. We should get 8 points down here before streaming this one. Yeah, probably not. I'm usually like, even if I'm like annoyed, like, you know, like when Weghorst just came off after like 55 minutes last year, I was like, right, get out of my team. But as I go through the week, I start to mellow out a bit and think, yeah, do you know what? I'll just keep him. It's fine. So I don't really need you that much. Yeah, best 34 wildcard. Look, I'll do it in the video tomorrow. I've not given it a huge amount of thought right now. Not giving it a huge amount of thought. Free hit 34 allows you to take full advantage of double game week, which 37 will be if City double in 36. How does that work, though? The thing is, in game week 37, the teams that are doubling, you're looking at like getting Everton players maybe. I mean, to be honest, the game week 37 doesn't look that appealing. Just because of the teams that are doubling. Like Palace, Everton, Leicester. I think if City go in there, then it's locked in for me. I just... The thing I don't like about free hitting, it's because I've not planned for it. So I maybe would have made different moves the previous weeks. And like if I free hit, I'm going to get to game week 35 and then still want Chelsea players and not have them. Do you know? And even if I decide that, okay, I don't really want Chelsea players for 36, they got Watford at home in game week 38, so I feel like I just do want to keep them. Yeah, Villa in game week 37 as well, yeah, fair point. So like Coutinho's probably the best captain that week. Probably. Unless, of course, Man City double. And then maybe it's them. Palace are a dark horse. Solid results recently. Yeah, decent team. I mean, Patrick Vieira's done a great job. If you had to pick one, would you pick Salah or Bruno for game week 34? I think the double game would probably make me go Fernandes, but I've got to be honest, I would not be surprised if Salah outscores Fernandes. I'm less confident about Fernandes in 34 than I was in 33. Which ain't great when he's just got 2 points. Conor Gallagher will be fresh. I mean, Conor Gallagher's okay, but he wouldn't be high up my list of players to bring in this week, to be honest. Do you think switching from Ronaldo to Werner in double game week 34 is worth the punt if you're chasing? I would say only really if you need the money elsewhere. If you don't need the money, I'd just keep Ronaldo, to be honest. Mateta would be a great option if he stayed on the pitch longer than 70 minutes. Yeah, that is a bit annoying. Like, he always comes off early. And the thing that worries me about a little bit is eventually, like, you just feel like he's not going to start at some point. When would you use the triple captainship if you still had it, and which player? Salah in game week 36, to be honest. I think that would be it. I mean, maybe like Kevin De Bruyne, possibly. Like game week 37. If they double in game week 37, they might not. But I think probably Salah in game week 36. I think the reason people are talking about Werner is because he's playing regularly. He looks first choice. And he's playing pretty well as well. And he does like I know like he hasn't converted his expected data into points. Like hardly at all, but he does always get chances. So if you get him in those, if you get him on one of those streaks or maybe a couple of matches where he actually does something, happy days. He can be frustrating though. But I think right now he's first. I think the first choice for Chelsea frontline is Mount, Werner, and Havertz. So I don't think there's much debate around that. The problem is like they could all miss minutes. It's hard to sit here and tell you who is nailed because I don't think any of them are, right? My money would still be on Mount being slightly better for minutes than Havertz and Werner, but it's probably not that close. It's probably quite close. 9 goals in 51 Premier League games for Werner. exactly. Constantly getting chances, just not getting goals. But you know what? We love the expected data. Cornet captain are here. Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest. I don't actually know what Weghorst's penalty record is like. In fact, I'm going to look it up right now. But I've been secretly hoping that if Burnley got a penalty, that Weghorst would have it. Okay, so it looks like he took penalties for, in the Bundesliga for Wolfsburg, and he looks pretty good. Oh, he's missed a few though. He has missed a few. He missed 3 penalties in 2020-21. I didn't watch the Burnley game. Ben Crellin tweeted me and said that it looked like Rodriguez was going to take it and Cornet talked him out of it. So whether or not Rodriguez is first choice, I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of like, it's bittersweet, right? Oh, boom, my player's on penalties now. We didn't know that. I don't think many people knew that Cornet was going to take it and then bam, he missed it. So kind of sucks. Guys, we have the overall number 1 manager in the chat. Who is the overall number 1 manager? Is it you? Is it you, Million? Or is it someone else? West Ham able. I see it is number 1. Rodriguez first choice penalty taker. That ain't good. Should have got him. Although, to be honest, like, how many times are Burnley actually going to get a penalty, right? I mean, that might be their last one for this season. Should have given him to Weghorst. Could have had a brace. We'd be absolutely cheering right now. Do I think the top 10k finish is still on? Yeah, sure. Why not? I think wildcarders are going to pull away a little bit now. That's the only problem. Not considering selling Saka for Mount. Possibly. The problem is I've got no money in the bank. No money. And if I fund it from like a striker, then I need to also sell a defender, which then means taking hits. Like -8. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't really want to sell Weghorst. I know I'm trapped with him. He's got Watford away in game week 35. Don't really want to sell him. Well, I'm not really locked to him, but I think he's I don't think he's a bad option to hold, like into bench sometimes. Like if I went for Weghorst to a 4.5, then even if I sell Rafinha to Mount, I still don't think I can get anyone apart from Alonso in defence. Yeah, 0.7, so I'd have to do Tierney to Alonso. And then play 4-5-1. The problem is like, my team structure and player options just aren't great right now. Because the thing is, if I sell Weghorst, well after Norwich, Chris Wood's got like Liverpool and then Man City and then Arsenal. So I don't even really want him after this week either. I could really do with a wild card, let me tell you that. So I feel like I'd prefer to sell Weghorst this week, but from next week I'd prefer to have sold Wood. In which case, I'd probably just hold both of them, to be honest with you. It's probably just what I'm going to have to do. For now. And then maybe sell Wood to Pookie later on. Boom. Ronaldo captain for Audit Romano. Happy days. Pope 7 saves on BBC, but only 5 on FPL. I trust FPL. I'm the overall number 1 manager on my MySpace chat. Are you the only person in your MySpace chat? Is MySpace even still going? Surely not. Only 16% of the top 10k have a wildcard. Oh, damn. Fair enough. Oh, God, I got a yawn. Mute before the yawn comes out. That's it now. Once I start yawning on stream, they do not stop. Robertson to James, yes or no? I'd like to find a different way to get Reece James, to be honest. I think minutes-wise, like, you get the extra fixture now, and to be honest, you get an extra fixture later as well when Robertson also doubles. I just worry about his minutes a little bit, but you also get a lot of money, so it's probably not that bad of a move. I don't know if I would do it, though. A lot of people with wildcard left falling out of the top 10k. Yeah, of course, true. That is true. FPL app has no chill. Maxwell Cornet should be disappointed with that after he missed the penalty. Yeah. Why not go safe and do Tierney to Rudiger? Because I don't have enough money. Simple as that. Simple. I got no money in the bank. No money in the bank whatsoever. I could take a -8 this week. Possibly. Do Fernandez back to Son. That gets me a bit of money. Broya. But it's a -8 just to get Son back when Fernandez has got a double. I just don't think I can do that. I'm a little bit... I feel like I'm a bit stuck with my team at the moment. It's just going to be another week of just hoping for the best. Hoping for the best. Yeah, Mason Mount instead of Rafinha I'm kind of okay with, you know. Burnley doubles in game week 35. No, 37. They double. Sell Salah? Nope. Don't think so. Any whispers about Burnley's new manager? Not that I've seen. How do you feel about Reece James' new left-back role? Huh? He's not playing left-back. Broya to 4.4. There's no 4.4 million forwards. How soon do you set your team when you know that you will use wildcard? Already now? Yeah. Why not? As long as you don't like lose any money, like by selling players you're not quite sure about, and then you lose team value. Already regretting going Tierney to Shah. Should have just gone straight to Laporte. Yeah, to be honest, right, Newcastle. Like, I didn't watch the full game. I've been out in the afternoon, but I looked up the expected goal numbers, and Newcastle looked like they defended pretty well. Like it was something like 0.6 expected goals conceded by Newcastle, which is pretty good. So I don't think you should like beat yourself up too much about going Shah. But yeah, I had a similar thing here where I just went for a Man City defender because I knew it would just save me a transfer down the line. One thing, maybe I should have got Laporte instead of Cancelo. Maybe that was the play. Just have a little bit less money wrapped up there. Yeah, he played right centre back. Oh my god. The thing is, he has played there before. He played there last season against Vardy, for example. It looks like Tuchel does it to stop someone who's quick, basically. So Vinicius in the Champions League, Zaha today. So we could see him back at right wing back. It's a bit annoying though. Let's see what happens against Arsenal. The problem is he could get benched against Arsenal. I think Laporte's pretty nailed with DS back. Like he could miss a game because Stones can play there. Ake's playing alright as well. But Laporte has been pretty nailed this whole season, even when Diaz was fit. So I wouldn't really be worrying about that. I mean, Pep rested players against Liverpool. Or maybe he was forced to rest them, and Laporte was one of them. So I think he's fine, honestly. If Chelsea didn't have a double this week, I would definitely be going Laporte over a Chelsea defender. My wife's just pointed out she's due. Last game of the season. Nightmare. Damn, that is a nightmare. Deadline streaming the maternity ward. Why not? Get Phoenix pumping in the background. Yeah, James could get benched against Arsenal. I don't really know, to be honest. I guess I'm not really worried about it because it doesn't matter now. It's done. But it could happen, yeah, because he's played again. Like today in the FA Cup. Played the whole game. I'm missing Britain's Got Talent. It's a nightmare. I know. But it is what it is, right? The stream is at 8. Simon Cowell's trying to go head-to-head with me. He's going to lose. He's going to lose. Should a wildcard have Ronaldo double Chelsea defence? You could. So potentially there is a scenario where wildcarding in Game Week 35 could be better for some people, especially if you've got Man United and Chelsea players you don't necessarily want long term. But it's going to depend on your team. I think for most people it's still probably just good to use it this week. Salah to Mane done, really? Oh my god. So sorry. Who to sell, Weghorst or Wood, to get what? Yeah, so this is the thing. So Weghorst I think is the better sell this week. But from next week you'd rather have Weghorst than Wood, I think. I mean, you could just sell Chris Wood this week, I guess, and just hope that he doesn't get anything against Norwich. I mean, as you know, I don't like selling players against Norwich, but maybe that is the better way. Maybe that is the only way to do it. I just think Weghorst's fixtures are slightly better. Watford, then Villa. Although I'm probably not going to play him that week anyway. If Chilwell wasn't injured, his effective ownership would have been over 100. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god. Is there any plan to get Kane or Son back? Maybe in Game Week 35, to be honest. Mateta's not really in my plans, no. But only because I'm probably going to use the free hit in Game Week 37. That's when Mateta doubles, whereas Pookie doubles in 36. That's probably why I'd go Pookie over Mateta. I'd rather eat my own flesh than watch Britain's Got Talent. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Yeah, Coutinho is not a bad option from 35 because he doubles in 36 and 37. What I want to see people's teams for Game Week 37. Like, how many double game weeks are people going for? I feel like the way people are talking about other weeks, like 36, free hitting this week, they're almost like writing it off. Maybe that's the way it should be, right? They're not great because you got Liverpool playing Southampton, for example. Spurs are playing Burnley, so maybe you don't want to drop all of them. But I don't know. What if Man City doubles in 36? Then need to get them in. There's no predicted doubles for Villa. They're already locked in. 36 and 37. Wildcard 34 or 35, depends on your team. I mean, most teams that are good for 34 are going to be good for 35 as well, to be honest. Oh my god. Yeah, Matty Cash is decent. Luca Dean getting injured is so annoying. I really hope he's back. I hope he's not long-term injured because I could really do with him Game Week 35, to be honest. Spurs weren't great, but Brighton did defend well. I mean, the funny thing is, right, and this is what I'm saying about like one-game results. People put so much emphasis on that Man United-Everton game, but there was almost no discussion around the fact that Brighton just kept a clean sheet against Arsenal. And all the talk was just Spurs are going to smash Brighton, Man United are going to struggle to score against Norwich. I just felt like what it was all week. It's probably why you shouldn't put so much emphasis on one game. And I know people were saying, well, Man United have been rubbish for ages, but have they? Have they? I mean, literally scored 3 goals against Spurs not that long ago. You know? At home. Sorry, they didn't keep a clean sheet. Odegaard scored at the end. Well, okay, fair enough. But they kept the score down, okay? They won the game. They beat Arsenal. Mane and Salah doubler. It just feels a bit expensive to me. I guess if you can make it work, sure, but it's a lot of money. You're always gonna I think captain Salah over Mane unless you want to go a bit different. The problem is the price isn't. I think Mane's almost like a lost cause to discuss because I bet he's still really expensive. He's still like 11.7 million. Like, it's probably not too much for him because he's on 148 points, 176 last year, 221 before that, 231 before that. Like, he's obviously great, but it's just so hard to fit him in with Salah there as well. Yeah, like I don't think I can go through this Man United discussion again. You really. It doesn't matter if they win, lose or draw. It doesn't matter if at FPL. It just doesn't matter. You just want goals. And I think betting on the 5th best attack versus the 2nd worst defence this season is like an okay thing. My favourite thing from the weekend, my absolute favourite thing was, all the talk was go for Man United because they've got Norwich, right? It's an easy fixture. Then you tweet about it and everyone replies, well, yeah, it was an easy fixture. Like, oh my God, that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. Oh my God. It's headache inducing. A well-priced Mane would make FPL so much better. It's really hard for them to price him too low though because he is someone that can easily get 200 points a season. He is due a price drop though. I think he should be cheaper next year, especially when they've got Diaz and Jota there as well now. Can you play 2 free hits in consecutive game weeks? Nope. Well, when will Maguire retire? I don't know. You need triple Chelsea? Yeah, maybe. I'm not so sure I do need triple Chelsea, to be honest. I don't know. Like, the fact they double this week obviously makes them good. I probably do. I don't know if I will have it though. Who would you be focused on getting between here and 36 for a 36 bench boost? What is in bench boost players specifically, or just players in general? Mane playing centre forward makes him a lot more appealing. Does he actually perform better in centre forward? I mean, he always does pretty well from the left, right? I know Diaz is playing there. Again, like, Mane's a good option. Like, Mane is a good option. But how do you fit him in? You can't have Mane and Salah and one of the Spurs boys, surely. City can double in 36. They can double in 36 or 37 now. Game week 35 will be a normal game week. Yep. Does Villa doubling in 36 kind of weak in 37? We'll want them from 35 probably. No, not necessarily. Like for me, I don't know if I will be bringing them in, to be honest, for game week 35. Like if you haven't got chips, they're really good. Yes, but if you've got a chip where you can get them for Crystal Palace at home and Burnley at home and not have them for Man City away, basically you're giving up the Norwich fixture essentially. Like, Cash is a good option. I saw people mention Cash earlier. He is a good option. I really wish Luka Dean was fit. But you're giving up Norwich, and then you're not having them for Burnley away, Liverpool at home, which is probably okay. And then you're free hitting them in for Palace and Burnley at home, which is much better. So I don't think the fact they double in 36 makes free hit 37 weaker, but it does really help people without chips. Son is expected to be 11.5 to 12 million next season. Yeah, pretty much, I'd say. Players specifically for a bench boost. Yeah, I'd have to have a think about it. I mean, Burnley players look cheap. Southampton players against Brentford. Just like... But they're not doubling though, are they? That's the problem. I don't know, really. There's not many cheap players that double in 36. Depends how much money you got, I guess. Villa, obviously double. Spurs, Dyer, maybe. Someone like that. Schmeichel, maybe, for your bench goalkeeper. How many points did I get this game week? It's on the screen. We've only got 5 weeks left now, by the way. 5 weeks to get as many points as possible. Well, they have to be cheap enough, right? Because otherwise it starts denting your first 11 for all the other weeks. Like, otherwise I would say you just get Mane, get Robertson, put him on the bench. Why did I go for Bruno instead of Ronaldo team structure? Yeah, pretty much. I didn't really consider Ronaldo that... I did look at Ronaldo at one point where I could have done Son to Maddison and Lacazette to Ronaldo. I had enough money, but I never really wanted to do it for two reasons. I didn't see Maddison starting this week, which he didn't in the first game anyway. There wasn't really any other midfielders that I wanted. And Ronaldo just ate too much of my budget. So I went for Fernandes instead and didn't work out at all, basically. It happens. It happens. Yeah, Maddison will play against Everton, yeah. He's not going to get benched 2 games in a row, I don't think. Are the only City that can get extra... Are the only City that can get an extra match in... Yeah, like Man City's double will be in 36 or 37. That's all we know. We don't know which week it'll be in yet, for sure. Like, some people seem to think there's more chance of it going into 37. Some people think there's more chance of it going into 36. So, yeah, that's it. We have to just wait for it to be decided now. Barnes might get benched again. Yeah, I think Barnes not starting was not a good indication of his minutes going forward, to be honest. I thought he was going to start. I know he didn't play well in Europe. I thought he'll start because he didn't play many minutes in Europe. Not starting that game, not good. Let's see what happens in the second game. But it ain't looking... It just doesn't look good for any Leicester players, I don't think. The only thing maybe is like... Players like Amati will probably get one of the games in the double, but is that really going to help? The template isn't really going to change just because of changes in price. People who want Trent, Cancelo, James, Salah, Son, Kane, etc. will have them and just work around it. Yeah, you won't be able to have them all, though. They do need to increase the prices of defenders next year. You're not going to be able to have them all at once, just like you couldn't have them all at once right now, really. But But it doesn't matter, right? It's just the thing is the template won't change. The template will be whatever it is because if the fixtures are really good for Man City players, people will pay that extra for Cancelo over like a Robertson. If the Liverpool fixtures are really good, people will go Trent, Robertson, and Salah like they always do, and they might just have to go without Cancelo for a bit. So there'll still be a template. There's always going to be a template, always. I did pick the wrong Bruno, absolutely. Schmeichel was 1 save away from clean sheet points, and then yeah, he was on 5, wasn't he, with the bonus? Do I regret not playing the free hit? The thing is, I don't know if I would be on more points if I'd free hit, but I don't know if I would have captained Ronaldo. I don't want to say I definitely would have captained him because I don't know if I would have. I mean, I'd have more players to play, obviously, but I'm trying to think. I mean, most of the players I would have gone for, I already own. I would have had Ronaldo instead of Weghorst, but Weghorst at least scored, right? So that's not too bad. I probably would have gone for Salah. I don't know if I would have gone for Leicester players in the end, so I probably would have gone for Martinelli. So I don't regret it that much, to be honest. I would have gone for Schmeichel in goal. I would have gone for double Newcastle defence. I would have had Chris Wood. So I wouldn't have really scored that many points. Unless I would have captained Ronaldo, I don't know if I would have. Could you have afforded Bruno Guimaraes and Ronaldo instead of Fernandes and Wood? Yes, yeah. I think the Ronaldo combo is cheaper, isn't it? Would you sell Rafinha or Barnes? Would be for Mount. To be honest, I think I'd probably sell Barnes. Like, I know, obviously Rafinha's got Palace away, which is not going to be easy. Then he's got Man City, not easy. Then the double's not that easy either. But the one thing you have with Rafinha is like guaranteed minutes. You just don't have that with Barnes. So yes, he's got better fixtures. Yes, he's got more fixtures. But I don't know if he's going to play more than Rafinha between now and the end of the season. So it sounds crazy to sell a Leicester player, to be honest, before Rafinha. But I think I'd keep Rafinha. I think. Let's see what Barnes does in the second fixture first. You would have captained Ronaldo. Possibly, yeah. Possibly. Havertz or Mount? I think I'm going to stick to Mount. There's not a lot in it. I'm just going to stick to Mount. Reason being, I think there's maybe slightly better for minutes. His numbers have been good all season. He's still scoring, still assisting. I think he's just been consistent all season, and I don't see that changing. So I'm probably gonna stick to Mount if I'm gonna get him one. Yeah, I mean, obviously don't sell Barnes if you don't want to. But Barnes only has now, from game week 34 to 38, he only has one more fixture than Rafinha. He only has one more fixture. Yes, the fixtures are better, but his minutes are not good. It doesn't look like they're good anyway. So unless he's going to start playing more often, I think Rafinha's better than Barnes. We'll see. Let's see what happens in the second game of 33. No Son or Kane on wildcard draft. I haven't looked at wildcard draft yet, but I'd be surprised if I didn't include one of them. You probably can go with that. The thing is, it depends what you want to do in terms of... it depends what you want to do in terms of like big at the back. I think a lot of people might go like Laporte, Cancelo, Trent, Robertson, and James. And because of that, with Salah, with maybe one or two Chelsea attackers, I think it might be quite hard to go for a Spurs player, especially if you want a bench boost as well. Oh, excuse me. So if you want a bench boost as well, you might go without Spurs players. It'll be scary, but they're not going to be captained that often between now and the end of the season. They're not going to be captained this week, highly. They might be in 35, but I expect most people will go for Salah instead. They're not going to be that heavily captained in 36 because of the fixtures. They're not going to be heavily captained in 37 because they don't have a double. Coutinho will probably be the number one captain. And then, yes, 38 against Norwich is the time I'd worry. So you could go without Spurs players. I think people that have got Spurs players are not panicking about having them, though, like me. And if you don't have bench boost, it might be a bit different. Do you think people are sleeping on Alonso? Not particularly, but I do think he's an okay option going forward. He might be my transfer in this week. Ready to go again with freaking Marcus Alonso. Do you think Willock starts Norwich? He might do, yeah. Again, like they've got another game, so see what happens the next game. If he starts the next game, plays well and comes through it, like no fitness concerns, there's every chance he starts against Norwich. Yeah, I can't help you with when City going to double, I'm afraid. I've already mentioned it quite a few times. It's 36 or it's 37. We'll find out at some point. When will we find out? I don't know. Hopefully before Game Week 34 deadline, because that could change things. Tony could be a great option for the run-in, but only really from Game Week 36, I would say. And even then, like no doubles. You're just going to have bigger priorities, I think, than getting Tony in. Wood to Pookie Game Week 35, not a bad move yet. If City were 36, wouldn't it already be sorted? Nope, not necessarily. Oh, Bobby, you had Bednarak. Very nice. Can someone explain the Pookie pie? I'm not sure what you mean. Would you have captain Mason Mount if you had? I'd maybe captain Mount this week, but I quite like Reece James. The lure of a Reece James in a double is pretty nice. I guess the only thing that's like slightly off-putting for James is the two fixtures are teams that can score. West Ham and Man United. That's my only worry. Am I still captaining Salah against Everton? Probably not now. I do think Salah's pretty good this week. Again, because the problem for Chelsea and Man United are their doubles are pretty difficult. They're not easy, right? They're not like Salah who had Norwich and Leeds. They're not super easy. So I do think Salah's close, but I think I would always back a double game week. I'm not going to go for Salah. Does City now all depend on West Ham Europa League? I don't think so. No. If you're a Batman, would you say who will get the most points from now until the end of the season? If you guess correctly, I'll get you a case of Guinness. I don't really want Guinness, you know. Case of Guinness is wasted on me. Who has got the most points from now until the end of the season? I mean, like it's probably just Salah. It's probably just Salah. I don't know. Like, let me think. Who's got loads of extra fixtures? I don't think it's a Man City player. Sorry, I don't think it's a Chelsea player. I'm looking at a list of players now. It's probably a Liverpool player. I don't know. Maybe someone like De Bruyne or Foden might get enough minutes. Yeah, Cancelo's not a bad shout, especially when he's not playing the first leg of the Champions League semi-final. It'd probably just be Salah. I bet my money on Salah. It definitely ain't Ronaldo. Definitely not Ronaldo. How much did you celebrate when Weghorst scored? I didn't really. I was out, so I didn't see it kind of live. I think I kind of tweeted about it pretty much straight away. Didn't really celebrate it though. Off topic, do you think I don't know how any question about FPL can be off topic. Do you think Wildcard 26 was the right choice? I did it as well and don't regret it, despite the outcome probably being unfavourable overall. I think, to be honest, I think the majority of wildcarders in Game Week 26 have done well. I think it was a good move. I think at the time, anyone that wasn't wildcarding could just not get their head around the fact that you just weren't captaining Salah. And obviously, we did get unlucky with Salah in Game Week 29. But ultimately, I think Game Week 26 wildcard was good. I think it was good. It's only now starting to unravel for me. I mean, I mean, some of it still comes down to, can you nail the captains? Like, I didn't captain Reece James, for example. That would have been huge. The game week 26, I was 47k. I'm now up to 16k. I mean, it's all right. It's not like mega moves. I'd love to be like top 10k, top 5k, but I mean, I'm up pretty decently. So you can't complain too much. But obviously, I'm now pretty much out of chips. So I've only got one left now. 3 hits. So I think it's okay. I'm not Irish. I do live it, though. Which goal in FPL history has been your favourite? Probably Antonio's 4th goal against Norwich. I think without looking at the outcome is obviously important, but I think overall the decision, not only the decision to wildcard in 26, but how quickly it was worked out that was a good idea. But we didn't have much time to plan. Like, it was a kind of a bit of a knee-jerk decision. I think it worked out pretty well. Pretty well. I really enjoyed your appearance on Pitchside. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to do. Would you sell Robertson to James this week? I don't know if I would. I mean, I don't think it's a bad move, but I'd want to find a different way to get James. If you know you're going to wildcard, you should just activate it. There's no reason to wait. If you know for sure you're going to do it. Yeah, Mount or Foden, you got to go Mount, I think. I hope Fernandes gets a couple of goals against Liverpool. I really wouldn't get your hopes up about that. I'm worried about what Liverpool are going to do to Man United, to be honest. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Please do give it a like if you enjoyed it and hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. When do you think the best game week for bench boost chip will be? Probably 36, maybe 37. Probably 36. But yes, thank you very much for watching. I'll be back all this week with videos to take us right up until the game week 34 deadline. There's only 5 weeks left now. So make sure you join me all the way through to the end of the season. Give this stream a like if you've enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button as well if you're new around here. And I will catch you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.